So they had these mice, and what they did is they took these mice and they put them under a classical conditioning experiment. So what they did is they had the mice and they had them smell cherry blossom. Anybody familiar with the smell of cherry blossom? It's like relatively pleasant smell, like it smells pretty decent. But what they would do is after they sprayed the cherry blossom, then they would take electrical pads and put them underneath them and then zap them with it after they smelled the cherry blossom. And they do this repeatedly. And you know what started to happen over time is that whenever the mice smelled cherry blossom, how do you think they began to feel? Yeah, they start to get stressed out. They start to feel afraid because that smell means I'm about to get zapped. Now, believe it or not, this same thing can happen to us even in our daily lives. Like maybe every time I go to work, I have to deal with somebody who yells at me. So every time I go past this building where I had to work for like 10 years and all these bad things happen, my heart can start to race. Now, these mice started to associate with cherry blossom. They became afraid. Now, that's not a big deal because we all understand that, but here's where it got interesting. Well, these mice did what most of us do. They went the way of all the earth and had children. And so after that, these pups were born, and then when these pups, who never got shocked before and never had smelled cherry blossom before, they sprayed cherry blossom at them, and guess how the little mice started to respond? They were afraid. Now note, they never actually had been shocked before, and they were not there when their parents were shocked, but even without that, they inherited the fear of cherry blossom. Now that is wild. If that's not wild enough, once those children had pups of their own, and they sprayed those pups with cherry blossom, this is now third generation, guess what happened? The third generation was also afraid of the smell of cherry blossom. And so down to the third and even fourth generation, without ever having personally experienced it, they all inherited the same fears. Now that is incredible.